Alright guys, hello, welcome to my React, well, not exactly React, my full stack development learning, but right now we're in React. In my previous video, I showed you how to set up, did I show you how to set up? Yeah, I think I did. Anyway, setting up React is really easy. All you need to do is open up the editor setup and you set up Visual Code, or if any of these like Sublime, WebStorm, or IntelliJS. Yeah, where is it? Wait, where's IntelliJS? IntelliJS is like specific for React. You can use that if you want, because Visual Studio Code is kind of pretty heavy if you have a light system. If your system is not really top, you can use like Eclipse. There's also Eclipse. It's not mentioned here. There are certain top IDE for developers. If you look at it, Eclipse, NetBeans, Visual Studio, IntelliJ, PyCharm, Atom, WebStorm. There are tons of more. I used to use Eclipse like way back when I was learning something, but now I'm not really a coder, but I'm just restarting my career. Anyway, there are tons of codings. Eclipse is kind of lightweight though. It does not take much. Eclipse, IntelliJ, I think they were kind of lightweight. Anyway, set up, get a quick start, how to create buttons and stuff. We already saw all this, so now tutorial TikTok in React. It's like 100 level code and you have a TikTok. Who won the game? Who won the game? Nobody, because the thing is, winner X. Okay. Winner X. Can't do anything. That's a nice game. Not bad, not bad. And this is the code for it, by the way. This is how you get the winner, because if 0, 1, 2 is either X or Y. Thinking in React. This is a table, literally shows you how React works, and JSON API and a mock-up from designer. All right, looks neat. Filterable, searchable, product table, product category, product row. All right, this is the code. We just made an UI with this, but remember, this is simple thing. But when you actually make an app, you will not get these fruits details from like this. You will get these details from an actual database. So These examples are just examples. They are not actually a real product. All right. Now we're learning React. Just finished installation, quick start. These are just a showcase. Okay. Now we're starting with learn React. Describing UI, user interface. React is a JavaScript library rendering user interface built from small units like button, text. React lets you combine them into usable nets, double components from websites to phone apps. Everything on the screen can be broken down into components. In this chapter, you will learn to create, customize, conditionally display React components. Profile, image, source, alt name. What is this alt name? Is it like, do you get something from clicking? It's just displaying image. Anyway, this is a function called profile, and export default gallery. You're getting profile in this section. Simple. There you go. We got the output. Ready to learn this topic? First, read your first component. Auto declare use React components. Gallery.js, profile.js. Interesting, because this is just an app.js, but here it's a gallery.js and this is a profile.js. Because this one contains the profile function, export default function profile, return this, and here import profile, this component from the profile.js, and it's get to go coming here. Remember, this is a different file. If you're actually using how can I say, Visual Studio Code, you will notice these files. Each file contains certain codes. Okay, app.js, index.js, and you will notice that import app from app, and we're literally importing this function app from here and displaying it in the index.js. Okay, that's what we're doing here, but the thing is, the gallery.js is the one that doing the display, not the index.js. Sorry. Like, see that? This is what import looks like. Anyway, writing markup with JSX. Each component, React component, is a JavaScript function that may contain some markup that the React renders into browser. React component uses syntax extension called JSX to represent that markup. JSX look like a lot of HTML, but it's a bit stricter than can display dynamic function. If you waste copy pasting externally, it won't always work. Okay, this is a HTML page. Image, header, UL means undefined list, or kind of forgot. And the list item, I believe. There's UL and EL something. They have some meanings, but it's all right because this is meant to show some error. Anyway, if you're having existing HTML like this, you can fix it using converter. HTML to JSX. All right, I understand. People. What they changed here is image source. They did something like this, and it literally converted this HTML code here because there is no changes in the codes. See that? There is not a single thing changed. What they have done is they did this and literally called the whole HTML code inside it. Anyway, this bullet, this li is that. Anyway, passing props to components. All JS image, get image URL. Get image URL. Okay. This is a property, image property getting passed to here. The thing is, see that get image URL? If you have like multiple images and you put all the images in one JS like this, image.js, and you mentioned that all the images in a single thing, all the images in a single, not all the images, each images get mentioned like this, and you can call them easily, like here. You can call the image that you needed, and you can simply display it by like this. The source is this person image. See that? Avatar, I believe the avatar is this height and size, or size as if from the image size. Oh, there we go. The size is equal to 100. If we just increase it to 150, it gets bigger. There we go. It got mentioned earlier. Conditional rendering. Okay. All right. It will give the tick if it's not. Anyway. Rendering lists, scientists. Okay. Data.js. Only scientists are getting picked here, so wait, all of them are mathematician. This is a data. This is actually a data. ID 0, ID 1. There's like 4 people here. Yeah, we're literally calling with a key value or data value. Interesting. Your first component. The components are one of the core concepts of React. They are the foundation upon which you build user interfaces, which makes them perfect place to start a React journey. You will learn what a component is, what role component play in React application, how to write your first component. Alright, my first component. Components, UI block builds, you define a user. Alright, on the web, HTML, let's create a rich structure. Documents with its spell in setup tags like h1li. This markup represents its heading. Abbreviated is going to ordered list. Okay. Page layout, navigation bar, links to docs, navigation. Define the component, export profile, return image out. Catherine Johnson. And how to build a component. Step 1, export a component, export default prefix tabs. Okay. Function profile, yes. Okay, now we define the profile is the function name. Add a markup. The component returns image, tag the source. Okay, but if your markup isn't in the same line as the return keyword, you must wrap it in a pair of patterns like this. All right, return. Now that you have defined your profile component, you can nest it inside other components. For example, you can export a gallery component that uses multiple profile components. All right, they call the component function and it's been called here in this section. All right, did we just see it earlier? Export gallery function profile. Right. Recap, you've just gotten your first state of the taste of the React app. Let's make some key points. Function profile, return image. The sandbox doesn't work because the root component is not exported. Yes, because you have to type export component and the name, export default function, the name, export default profile. Wait, this is a challenge? Oh, okay. Export default profile. Done. Did I made a mistake? Yes, I did. It's just like this. There's no... Yes, done. Profile is not defined. What do you mean? This is function profile. What? Oh, it's not returning. This is function. Not sure. This is we're just declaring it, right? Do we have to display it too? Like expert default show. Well, turn section and return section. This is kind of hard though. I can simply copy paste it and make it work. Am I even writing this code? And I meant because the code is just here. Simply copy paste it will work. Anyway, I'm gonna click show the solution. Oh, what? Export default function? Oh god. I just didn't have to export. That's it. Alright, now I understand my mistake. There isn't something. Can you fix it? Reactjs. Just enter it. Done. Let's look about. Return. We need a return option here. That's the one, right? No? Yes. Okay. I truly don't understand anything, I guess. What am I doing wrong here? Profile is being called, header is called, section is declined, and I'm definitely returning the image export function. Okay, that's actually valuable information because when you declare a function, it need to be in a header. How the function needs to be. Good. This is actually fucking good. Right, I wrote my code. Now let's see what I did. Function profile, I called it, and I didn't call image, I literally called text in section, export default function gallery. Okay. I think I did it correctly first time. Let's fix the error. 6, it's an error. Why? Okay, 7, it closes this correctly. Default export function display. You know, I don't really have to do all this. Simple. I should have just simply called in the image text instead of other things. Social vision. Good job. Oh, that is so sweet. That's what I was trying to do. Instead, I tried to call in this text from back there. I messed up. Alright, anyway. Importing and exporting components, which we already saw in the earlier. This is the root component file profile and gets called rendered in the gallery. Exporting and importing is this, that you're making a gallery in one place and literally calling it in the gallery, because in the gallery we have everything. I mean, in the profile we have the image, and in the gallery we have the text, and we calling this function to here, and in the app.js we're simply calling in this. That's it. That's so simple. If you have multiple galleries and you just literally call them in, and for example here, look, I'm gonna make one more. Here, what's this function? Hello. Now return section paragraph. Done. I just made a function here. Now I'm gonna call the function here. Hello. Done. Why it's not getting called? Is it because it's not getting exported? Jesus, man. That doesn't make sense. I simply added this another function, but I can't call it here because it's not getting exported. Should I just say extrude default, or literally just say export function? And remove it from here. This export function is, will it get called here? Nah, it's not getting called. It won't get called because it's not a default. Anyway, let's stop playing with the code, so we can do that later once we learned everything. Blah blah blah. Actually, gallery is getting imported from there. Wait, what? God, now I know why. Because you see, I'm importing gallery from gallery.js, but I'm not importing the hello from hello.js. So not default function, just export default. But in order to call this in, wait, why there's error here? I need to call this as well in here. You see, import, whatever I make. Remember, if I make something like export function allow section, wait, return section header hello world It's just kind of weird. Now, inputs. Hello. Now we call that hello. It's not getting called. I don't know what I'm doing here, but something is not right. To export it, I guess. Why there's still error? Return gallery? Why it's not working? Leave it, let's not dwell on it. Wait. It's supposed to be called in like this? I know there are ways to call it, but I just don't remember it. Anyway, that's how we do this. And this is a challenge, by the way. Try out the challenge. Do the challenge to understand it a little bit more. Export function button. Export function. Export default button. All right, this in here they explained what I was trying to do, but export function button. All right, what we're going to do is move profile component. It's in its own profile, so cut, paste. Export function button. Bit confused, but I'm not gonna work on it. Let's just show the solution. Gallery and the profile. But gallery is not being oh, never mind. Profile is getting imported. Wait, actually the gallery is the one that gets shown. Oh. No, the profile is that gets shown, but the gallery is not shown because I haven't pasted it yet. So gallery. I changed this profile, right? I changed this correctly. That's what I did correctly, but oh, you have to import a profile here in order for the image to show up. Import profile from. Yeah. You have to import this image to here in order to display this. So I did it correctly, and I'm a little bit not understanding what I need to show. That's the problem here. Anyway, moving on. Braiding markup with JSX. JSX is a syntax extension for JavaScript that lets you write HTML like markup inside JavaScript. Writing markup into JavaScript. HTML, JavaScript. And sidebar. Sidebar JS. Okay. return a single root element. If you want to add an extra div to your markup, you can write instead. Okay. Close all the tags. All right. Camel is all most of this. Hit find all of them. If you're wrong, don't worry, we'll print a message. Browser console. Okay. Pro tip, use a JSX converter. HTML to JSX. Okay, I already saw that earlier. Try some challenges. No, I am not gonna try challenges, okay? I'll work on it later, but no. Maybe there may be some websites for challenges, and if I look into it, I may gain great knowledge with it. Alright, HTML was pasted into here. But it's not a valid JSX. Yes, I know, because all you need to do is click this and type this, and at the end you type this. There you go. Your HTML code is working now. And never mind how click solutions. Class, how are you? What went wrong here? What went? And scientists B and I pictures scientists. What's the difference here? Okay, class name instead of class. Oh, they just changed in the class name. Instead of class, we're changing it to class name. That's it. That's the only difference here. All right, JavaScript JSX with curly braces, passing strings with quotes. Here we just literally declaring it, but here we're calling it as a constant. Source, avatar, description, alt. That's it. Name. Yeah, we're passing this as a value. Style sheet. Style sheet indeed. Now background color is black and text color is pink. Good to know, good to know. I'm gonna try out the challenge, okay? Proposing passing props to a component. We're passing a property to the component. Avatar. This is a person is a property in the avatar. Wait, we are literally displaying the avatar with the image. Image. Where's the images coming from? Image ID, but where? But we have only declared only one image. The image name is not mentioned here, but my guess is there are tons of images there. But I'm not sure anyway. Forwarding props with the JS expert syntax. Alright, do not skip this. I'm skipping this because this is a little bit time consuming and not exactly a place to discovered. Where's the image source? That's what I'm a little bit confused about. Step I plus image ID size. Does the image ID we mentioned, does it get the image ID from the image dot from this website? All you have to do is simply mention the image ID and you get the image from here. Is that how that works? If that's how it works, we copy this, copy, paste. If my guess is right, that's how this works. And you copy the image ID and paste it here. I am so stupid. It's just very slow. And this is like this. Copy. And I paste it in the front. And I enter. That's got to be the image ID. Yes, it is. It is the image ID. This lady. Let's see how it works. You get the image ID from the website and you actually link it and you get it. All right, there we go. That's how it gets rendered. All right, conditionally returning JSX. True or false. If it's true, it will return. If it's false, it will not return. Okay. Okay, this is literally display only if it's true. If it's not true, do not display. If it's packed, return null. If it's packed, return. If not packed, conditionally including JSX. Name, tick, name, tick. Conditionally ternary operator. Okay. Read if this package is true, then render name plus. Otherwise, render name. Oh, wow, that's nice. Logical and operator. All right. This is like a basic of a coding. We got boolean, true or false. We got logical coding such as and, if else. That's conditional. Wow, challenges. No, thank you. All right, completed. Oh wait, there's two more. Rendering next. You will often want to display multiple similar components from a collection of data. You will learn how to run per component using an array. Okay. Conditional data. All right. People, image URL, data. We have a data here, and we even have image ID here. And we're literally just displaying the get image with the ID. And here we go. We're literally importing people from data.js and the get image URL from image.js. And yes, we're literally displaying everything. I understand how this works. So this is simply a data based on JSON. They didn't mention that, did they? They literally showed JSX, not JSON. But yeah, JSX key, maybe, or maybe a JSON. I don't know. And we call in for each person and each ID. It will literally get every ID and will display it here. That's it. How to move components. I have to look into it once again when we are working though. Keeping components pure. Interesting calculation, by the way. Drinkers. Literally multiplying the components here with the drinkers value getting passed. Nice, nice. It's also the same explanation. It's just for 12, it will count till 12. I like to do this, but not now, because by doing this, I will literally have tons of calculation myself. But I'm gonna look into it a little bit. Export default function clock, like hours, time, get gather, if hours, get with time documents. This is actually a good one. If time is between 0 to 6, call it a night. If the document is time is day. What's wrong here? What class name? Oh, I forgot. This is the old method. This is the new method. I mean, in the React. But still, it's not calling anything. It's not showing any daytime or nighttime. Anyway, that's the end of the describing UI, user interface. And this is the end of the describing user interface. But we just didn't look at the user interface. We looked at every function. We looked at every rendering, every properties, everything. This was a ton of information. Not gonna lie. Now we move to the next option, adding interactivity, but this will be on the next video. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video.